enjoy it. I'm at QVC. I've been here since yesterday evening, about 10 o'clock, and it has been a nonstop, really fun-filled day. We've just been having a great time looking at all kinds of new product. It's one of our largest jewelry events of the year, and so I had the TSV, the Today's Special Value, in case you're not familiar with that. And so it's been on and off all day long. So I wanted to pop in here. We usually do a live stream, Mama Pat and I. Mama Pat, I believe, is in the chat. I see Rob there. Hi, Rob. Yes, hi, Mom. I see you there. And here we are all together again. But anyway, we normally live stream at 10:30 on Wednesdays, and we couldn't do it because I had appearances all day long, like what's happening behind me here. It's been super fun. I mean, you might want to go and check out some of the sales. There's some really amazing things. But it was a big day for me personally because I had been asked by our diamond team to design the Today's Special Value. So not only have I never designed a firelight lab grown in color for you, but I've never done a TSV ever in my career that I've designed. So it was really exciting and fun. And I'm going to show it to you a little bit closer up as we move on through the show. You might have seen it on the cover. It comes in pink, in blue, in yellow, and also in all white. I'd love to hear your feedback on it if you guys have been enjoying the shows throughout the day. If you've liked what you've seen, I want to hear about it. Okay, so let me know what you like. And I would love, again, to see some hearts. So I know that you can hear me and everything is working. Just throw me a few hearts. If I see a couple of them come through, then I'll go ahead and start the show. It's just now 6 o'clock, so I came in a little bit early just to check the connection and make sure it was going to work since we're in the building. I'm in a different green room than I'm usually in. And it's just been a really good day. I've really had a good time. Hello. Yes, I love that you're with me. Oh, and I see the hearts. Good. So I'll get going. My name is Michele Lau. I'm the diamond expert for QVC US, and this was a big Today's Special Value Day in the world of diamonds, lab grown diamonds to be specific. And it's not over yet. If you're just getting home from work or from school or just settling in, I think some of the best is yet to come. I get to work with Rick Domeyer tonight, who I adore, Jane Tracy, who is just a joy. And so we've got some really good things put together for you. It was a long day, but a good day. I've really enjoyed myself, as I always do when I'm here at QVC, because we make a lot of people happy. There's some really gorgeous diamond pieces coming your way. So we'll get back to the Today's Special Value for those that maybe were working today and have missed the lion's share of it. It's a really good buy, and it's just an incredibly beautiful ring. But I did want to start with item number J460510. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, I give you the item numbers not to sell you anything. But if you do see something that you like, I want to make it convenient for you to find it at QVC.com. We really do try to accommodate. This is a free program. Mama Pat and I get together and we live stream with you every Wednesday, usually at 10:30 in the morning. But if you subscribe now, let's say you can't normally make the 10:30 a.m., you can always watch it in replay later. So again, it doesn't cost anything to be here with us. We're not affiliates by any stretch of the imagination. Why do I do it then? People ask me that all the time. Mom and I have been doing this for about 3 years now, I believe. And the reason we do it is we really can impact, you guys really can impact what we do with our diamonds at QVC. And it's been invaluable, your feedback. In fact, when I did design these, and I bounced the idea off of a number of you during an earlier live stream, you came back and you said, we really would like to see an all white version of the same ring. So we did that. So today you can buy not only the pink, the blue, and the yellow, but we also have an all white version, which we'll get to in just a little bit. So yes, this cross bangle has 15 points of diamonds. And before you say, oh, I can't afford to play, that sounds really expensive. This is only $249.98 for those 15 points of diamonds. They also have something called Easy Pay, which I was just describing to one of our customers who's brand new customer. She's never shopped with us before. And I hope you're out there. She was going to try to log on here today, how it works. And with Easy Pay, you pick the credit card. Your first payment goes on that card. In this case, it would be for $62.50 on for Easy Pay. And then we send you the piece right away. So it comes in yellow gold over sterling silver and also comes in the sterling silver. And it gives you two really distinctive and beautiful looks. So the yellow and the white are your choices. We sell this the piece in both ways for the same price. which I think is kind of nuts when you consider again that we're looking at really the marriage of two precious and noble metals. Here's the gorgeous A Day Wearing It. It's a flexible bangle, so there's no clasp on the back. You just slip it around your wrist. It's a cuff and it fits beautifully. What I did notice, I like this one a little bit closer to the body. It's got the cross, it kind of goes east to west. If you like a more tailored fit, I would go down in the size. Like I normally wear an average, but in this bangle, I like the small better because it isn't too tight. It's got some stretch and some give to it, but it just seems to sit better on my wrist. That's just me, but if you're like me, go for it. It comes in small, average, and large. And guys, you're going to look good in this too. This is J460510 as we get started. I love that you're all here with us today. And again, thank you for watching QVC today if you were able to join us. What I'm doing is giving you a highlight of some things that I think are really special on this very big jewelry day. It's funny, our inventory, a lot of the things that aren't even seen today are getting super limited. Like the bangle is at a sellout risk. And this particular piece, which is a pink diamond accent piece, is on low inventory. So that's at QVC.com in case you're just joining us for the first time. This is J461907. The price on this low inventory piece, which is so pretty, all made out of baguettes that alternate between white and pink. And by the way, for those that have been playing along today, this pink diamond ring, which is the today's special value in one of the colors, I hope you can see it and I haven't distorted it. It's a really good ring, would look phenomenal as a wedding set with that. So if you wanted to wear this as the engagement ring and that as the wedding band, it would look so good. It's ridiculous. And the price would be phenomenal. You're going to save about $1,000 off the retail value on this ring. And then this, of course, being in sterling silver, is very inexpensive at $529.98. It is about 20% off and it's on 4 easy pays of $133 if you do have an interest. But I bet you didn't know that diamonds either came in other colors or that they were affordable now through the advent of lab grown diamonds. The Firelight brand is curated especially for you. We've been working with a very small, very controlled group of vendors. And one of the things that we do for you that's different is that we have every diamond sent to the Gemological Institute of America to be inspected before they're actually set into jewelry. So I can tell you the quality standard on the today's special value will be same as the quality standard in this band ring. And that is in Firelight, in the white diamonds, we're looking at somewhere between flawless and very slightly included. That's what VS means. So between flawless and very slightly included, top range. And then we're also looking at HI near colorless diamonds too. So the baguettes are what make it special, I think, and the fact that they're tipped kind of like dominoes, which I think looks kind of cool and very, very unusual and different. If you are thinking about putting together the wedding set, get the today's special value in the white gold, and then you can pair it very easily with the sterling silver. Or you could wear them on two different fingers or two different hands, but they really look glamorous and beautiful together. So again, that is an incredible buy. It is a low inventory item. In fact, I looked up what still remains at this moment because people were checking out of shopping carts. And it looks like in the white metal, oh, we're waitlist now on the white, but waitlist is not a bad thing. I use waitlist. If I see something that was red hot and I'm on the air so I can't order it, I get my name on waitlist. Mom does it all the time too, right, Mama Pat? Mama Pat, by the way, your mama rater is my mom and the moderator of this program, and she donates her time to the cause as well. So give her a quick shout out. I know I can see her speaking to some of you guys right now, which is so cool. Again, I apologize for the late airtime today. But I had a show during our normal time at 10:30, and I didn't want to miss being with you today. So here we are. In the yellow gold, we still have size 5. We have size 7 through 11. So the only thing missing is size 6 in the yellow. Did I show you the yellow yet? No, let's do that. There's the yellow. I actually prefer the yellow one. I just like the contrast between the warmth of the yellow and then that beautiful pink. I think it looks so great. But keep in mind, if you are going to buy the today's special value in the pink color to go with it, you're going to want to try to match the metal, I think. All right. So nice. Great for a stack. Oh my gosh. It's just the perfect stack. You know, this last year at the JCK show in Las Vegas, which is arguably the best and the biggest jewelry show in the world. This is where everybody goes to look at trends and what's happening and colors and textures and all of those things. The buzz was all on the band ring in the diamond aisles, right? Band rings are not only stacking vertically like we're used to, where you put one on top of the other, but there's a lot of stacking that's happening horizontally across the hand. So this would be a fun ring to work into a stack for sure, and something that has just such a sweetness about it. Those pink diamonds, until recently, we haven't been able to lab grow pink diamonds because it was always sort of a big question mark. What makes a pink diamond pink? It made it happen so happenstance. In fact, the lion's share of the world commodity of natural pink diamonds came out of the Argyle mine in Australia, which has been closed for several years. And so when a mine goes out of production, it isn't like a spigot turns off, but it does slowly but surely trickle to a stop. And the diamonds go into the pipeline, they get mined, they go into the pipeline. And then in the case of pink diamonds, they go for top dollar tender. Usually, when you're selling pink diamonds, you have to go to an invitation only sort of a situation. You're asked if you would like the opportunity to bid on a parcel. So it's a very small community, right? That even handled the pinks, and they're very hard to find, and nobody really knows what caused those diamonds to become pink. They have theories about heat, different types of heat and pressure. But my best guess is it's probably that Midas touch element called manganese that gives it that pink color. But I'm not a chemist. These are, however, grown through chemistry and cut mathematically. So our Firelight lab grown collection at QVC is really fantastic in that it's curated specifically for you by some of the best in the business. And I'm really proud of that. I love what we do for the customer here. I say we, but like I say, I'm a consultant with them and I work on your behalf. And so anything you'd like to see more of or like more information of, feel free to put it in the chat. I'm happy to answer. Mama Pat's taking copious amounts of notes. She, of course, is not at QVC today. She is at home moderating and taking note of everything you have to say. So again, say hi to my illustrious Mama Pat. All right. As we move on, I wanted you to see the back of it. It's really well finished. And again, we use a really nice plating on our diamonds. I think it's really important to note that there's a good, better, and best in plating. And we do a better, best kind of story here. There's going to be between 1 mil and 2.5 mils or layers of gold on average on our plated product. And then some of the vermeil pieces, which you'll see identified as bold in the headline, those are about 2.5 or better. So those are really thick and rich. And that gets very expensive, but it's very worthwhile and still a lot less expensive than looking at something in solid gold. So it's a good way to get around it. Aday does a lot of I want to introduce you to Aday. She's awesome. She's one of our pretty faces here at QVC. And she does a lot of my diamond shows, mostly because she loves diamonds. She's one of our best customers. There are a few of the girls that, yeah, they are obsessed with the diamonds, and the fellas too. The guys, we've got a really nice gentleman that works styling the models behind the scenes, and he owns more diamonds than I do, I think. He's just really into it. And it's a fun hobby, Now suddenly you're a diamond collector. You've got something interesting to talk about at cocktail parties, and you're looking good. Plus, it's something that you can collect that's not going to take up a huge amount of space, right? So, in times of economic uncertainty, which unfortunately we're living in kind of those times, you're not really sure what's going to happen from one day to the next. People traditionally have collected diamonds, diamonds and art. Those are the top two things that people collect. So, you could become a diamond collector today. I hope you do. It's fun. The next thing I wanted to share with you were these earrings that almost didn't make it to this show, to this segment. Man, I love these. In fact, the last time we had a today's special value, you saw me, no, 2 times ago. You saw me wearing these all day long. I ended up sleeping in them. They came in yellow gold and also in white gold. The yellow gold's completely gone. So what they did, if you noticed them during that big day and you love them, they took the remaining white gold and they slashed the price. Everybody else is marking their white gold up. QVC on these earrings marked the last of the quantity down. Took it down to $2,249. And these are 3.5 carats. They're immense and they're so good. Leverbacks, they cost more money. Leverbacks do. The good ones do anyway, because it costs a lot to make them. It's the smallest fittings and findings in the earring that drive the prices up. So lever backs are still QVC customers one of their very favorite things because it creates a circle, but there's literally a, let me see if I can show you. I think I saved it. There's literally a lever that flips down. Now the yellow gold is not available, but I had a nice photograph of it from the side view so you can see what it'll look like in the white. These earrings I actually prefer in white because the diamonds are so large and they're so clean. The brand standard here is again HI near colorless, plus we're looking at between flawless and very slightly included in the material. So it's very, very clean material. And so that tends to pick up the color of the metal. And so I like the white with it because it doesn't cast into the stone. They're both nice. I don't have the yellow to sell you today, and I do personally prefer the white, but it's really up to you. But these are last call, absolutely, and available right now just to the last couple of you if you are interested. This live stream is a very intimate, very small group. We get together, like I said, on Wednesday mornings, usually at 10:30 a.m., and we just chit chat about what's up. You're like my informal, in fact, you are my informal little, focus group. So tell me what you want. We try to make it happen. In fact, this buying team is just fantastic, and they care about you. There was a woman that used to work here as one of the buyers and assistant buyers, and she texted me today and she's like, I miss working with my diamond team. She's in a different department now. She said, how's the day going? And she was all excited and so supportive. And she said, let's go grab a coffee. So I spent about an hour and a half with her. Hi, Becca, if you're watching today. So our mission, really, all of us, is to give you a great experience. And we really do try our best. Do we nail it 100% of the time? I don't know. I know we try really hard. So love these earrings. They've got a nice size about them. I think they're going to be perfect from 9 to 5, great from 5 to 9. I like that they have a little bit of length, but not a lot of jiggle, right? I like that they're tailored. I think probably many of you do too. They've been a rocking pair of earrings, and I hate to see them go, but I'm not sure that we're going to go forward with them. I haven't heard anything about that yet, but I do know the yellow is gone, and there's only a couple available in the white, so I thought it was worthwhile bringing it forward. Thank you again for joining me here during your supper time, or maybe you're just getting home from work or from school and settling in. I really do appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for being a part of this. I wanted to take a moment because if you have been busy all day, you might not have seen the today's special value. I've got 3 out of the 4 colors that are available on my hot little hand here. We've got beautiful pink diamonds from our lab grown department. We've got, look at that blue. These colors are vivid and intense. And I mean, just so special. And then our QVC customers' favorite tends to be the yellow diamonds. Yellow diamonds are very cheerful and happy and fun. Yellow diamonds have just this uplifting way about them. And then the blue diamond, of course, you buy that for a true blue friend. You buy that for a true blue companion, someone that loves blue like I do. Maybe you're looking for an alternative to your birthstone. I was born in December, so I'm sensitive to that. Blue zircon chips really easily, too easily for this clumsy girl. And blue topaz is nice, but it isn't a diamond. So I love that I can wear this in place of my birthstone. Same over here with the yellow. You could do that instead of citrine for November. And you know the difference between a ruby and a pink sapphire? The saturation of color. This is that beautiful shade of pink that has just the right amount of coral in it. Looks a lot like a sparkling morganite, but so much more practical for everyday wear. This is a diamond, which is a perfect 10 on the Mohs rating scale. So the buying team came to me a while ago. In fact, it's been quite a long time in the making. There we go. And said, would you like to design the TSV for the big jewelry event in June? And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, I would love to do that. So I did a lot of research before pen even went to paper, trying to figure out what would serve you best. And it became very evident that these 3 colors in fancies, the blue, the yellow, and the pink, these are trending globally. And in the European countries, the yellow is really surging right now. So I knew that these were the colors I wanted to do. I bounced the idea off of some of you at a live stream in the past. And you told me, and you know who you are. I saw Rob Piper was here. There's a bunch of folks that are regulars here. You told me you wanted to see it in white as well. So we did that. We did this in all white. And then for the first time in the history of QVC and in Firelight, we did colors. And so these colors are not painted or coated or anything like that. We have cracked the code on the chemistry of what makes these diamonds get color when they're in the earth. And we did it in a controlled environment, and had a chemist actually watching over these things as they would grow. It's fascinating to see it. I hardly ever get to talk about all of this on the air because it's a lot of technical stuff. But I got invited by the GIA, by the Gemological Institute of America, and some of our friends at one of the manufacturers to go to the growing field and see how the diamonds are grown. And it was life changing. I mean, I walked in, and as far as I could see, there were these canisters, right? They're very curious looking. They were little pods. Pods is a good word for it. And they were all glowing in this ominous shade of red, right? And I'm like, wow, this is really cool. And the chemist says to me, go over and look inside of that. And I went over, there's a little window on the front, and I peer in, and it looks like molten lava. It's just glowing red. It looks like it would be red hot, right? And he's like, go ahead, put your hand on the canister. And I looked at him. I said, I'm not falling for that. Are you kidding me? He goes, no, really, I think you'll be surprised. It's very cool. And I touched the canister, and it was ice. And I'm thinking, wow, how do they do this? This is really incredible. I found out that they take a piece of diamond and they put one diamond in every one of these big pods, just has one, and then they watch over it as it grows, keeping it as pure and clean and protected as humanly possible. They don't all turn out perfectly. Just like in Mother Nature, some of them, something goes awry, something goes wrong, they crack, they break, they don't make it to the final gem grade quality. But we got a good odd at it, right? The chemists are watching them grow, they're taking good care of them, they're making sure they're protected. And so occasionally you get nice big stones. This ring, which you'll see presented tonight with Rick and I and Jane and I, this is a perfect carat in the center stone. So the center is a perfect carat. It's a carat and a half in overall weight, left to right. Let me see if I can get it on here so you can see it closer. Yeah, here's a good shot of the pink one on my hand today. These are large trapezoidal shaped diamonds on the shoulder. The center stone is an elongated cushion shape. So it's got rounded edges, and then it's got a radiant cut inside. And I wanted the radiant cut because it is surging in popularity. It has been for the past several years. Beyonce wore it, and everybody wanted to know, what was that? How do I get one? Then Taylor Swift wore one. So these elongated cushion shapes with radiant cuts are super hot. What I love about it is it combines modern and vintage. See, the elongated cushion harkens back to the days before electricity was even invented, when diamond cutters didn't have the tools that they do today. And so they would cut these things by hand, by candlelight at night. And because they could see what they were doing a little bit better as it would sparkle under the candlelight. So that's the vintage side of the story. But then the radiant cut was just perfected here in the last several decades. So it's a relatively new thing. And I like that idea of having the vintage and the modern. How about you guys? Do you like that idea? Even if this ring doesn't catch your fancy in colors, I want to go all in on the radiant cut because I'm really enthusiastic about it. I don't know that we'd ever be able to get the kind of order together that we did for this. It took a long time. I wanted just the right partner for this project, and this is something I haven't talked a lot about on air today. Hi, Tyrone. Nice to have you. Thanks for coming in at this different time. I really appreciate it. But what was I saying? I was talking about color. I was talking about. I saw Tyrone, and I got all verklempt. Anyway, moving on. I'm just so thrilled with it. I love the way it turned out. I think it's a really special ring, and I hope you like it too. Oh, I know. I think I know what I was talking about. I wanted to talk anyway about the edge to edge color. In looking at it from a lapidary standpoint, which is a gem cutter, this is a cut that shows off even color within the diamond. And that's one of the things I'm really proud of with this parcel of stones. Oh, I know what I was going to say. They asked me who I wanted to partner with on the project, and I haven't had a chance to talk about this. I think I mentioned it once today, so I want to dig into it a little bit. This was made by the Ethos folks, who I love. I met the Ethos ladies and the gentlemen at or through my association. I was on the international board of directors for the Women's Jewelry Association. I rolled off the board this last year. I did my time and mentored a number of folks in the system, and I just felt really good about it. And what I loved about Ethos and why I wanted to work with them is that's what they're really all about, is taking women that want to learn a skill, a trade. They want to be a bench jeweler, they want to, be a sorter, they want to be a designer, and they teach them how to do it. They give them the training that and the tools that they need to be successful. And they employ over 100 different designers globally. And I love that they give back. They give so much back to the community. So yeah, that's where this whole thing came from, was through the Women's Jewelry Association and these wonderful women that I met in that organization. And so they got the job and they did an awesome job. It's beautiful in solid gold and it's all just finished perfectly. My favorite. So we have the pink, we have the yellow, we have I think this is the oh this is the white, the yellow, the white. That again was on your suggestion to do the white on white, and you get them all lined up here in a row so that you can take your pick. I think the hardest decision here is making that decision on which one to pick. So it kind of depends. I was talking to Katya earlier. Katya is one of our beautiful models, and she also is a really good friend of mine. She and I have worked together for over 30 years in this business. I used to do a lot of fashion shows at Home Shopping Network, where I started as a host before I caught the passion for jewelry. And she was always my model. So we spent every weekend together, Katya and I, Friday nights, talking fashion and talking about beautiful things. And she said, Michelle, it really kind of depends on somebody's coloring or maybe what their favorite color is, or if they do happen to be wearing it, to substitute for a birthstone. And that's a really good point. So just whatever your flavor is, I know you're going to love it. I know it in my heart. And I'm really happy for you. It's a good deal. Just so unusual to find something so strikingly pure in color. I love it. Okay, here's a little special treat ski. Didn't even know these existed until I caught a show with Amy Strand and Alberti not too long ago. These have not been seen today, so you got a really good shot at it if you have an interest. They are item number J461906. By the way, if you want to see a more formal presentation on the today's special value, I will be doing one with Jane and Rick, at least one, maybe two, between 9 and midnight tonight. So if you can make it, you can see it even closer and with all the fancy cameras and lighting and all of that. The center oval band is 78 points. So it's the better part of a carat. And here they are. This is that whole drama that we did in a number of things, which I call champagne bubbles in a glass. We first brought out a pair of hoop earrings that are wonderful. Some of you may own them. We then brought in a bangle bracelet. And what those bubbles consist of are diamonds that are full cut, full faceted, but are recessed into the bangle, or in this case, into the shank of the ring. So when you rub your hand over the top of it, you're going to find it to be really, really smooth. It's like a polka dot dress, right? You've got these different polka dots hither and yon on the shank of the ring, and then the big, beautiful oval shape in the middle. It starts with sterling silver, and then it's rhodium plated in the white version. It is plated in 14 karat gold in the yellow version, and this is really the marriage of two precious and noble metals. It's quite pretty. I know you're going to love it. And let me go through sizes that are available because not only is it a great price at under $450, it's on 4 easy pay of 113 at QVC.com today. Now, sizes change all the time, but at the time of this airing, which is on TSV Day, which is Wednesday, we have in the white size 5 through 10, and in the yellow, we have size 4 through 11, but it's onesie twosie on the sizes. I don't think it's worthwhile having it sized if it doesn't fit you. I would say find a different finger because by the time you have it sized and then you have it either re-rhodium plated or replated in 14 karat gold, it's going to cost you, a 25% of the cost of the ring. So it doesn't make sense to me to do that. But if you do want it, you can want to wear it on an index finger, you want to wear it on a middle finger, a pinky ring, whatever it is, it's definitely worth doing that. Here is the white. I think you can see the champagne bubbles better if I go to the yellow. So I'm going to take you in closer. See how it is on the shoulder? They sort of go up and down. They sort of zigzag. Very comfortable ring to wear too. I really think it's a cutie. I think it's one of these things that we don't get scheduled very often because there's not very much of it. And I don't want you to miss it, especially if you've been collecting those pieces that we've been bringing in kind of consistently to build your wardrobe in this style. But it is charming. And the shoulder being so smooth, it's really practical. Like if you've got a dog or you've got children, maybe you've got long hair and you don't want fuzzy rings, all of these are good reasons to take a look at this. And I think it would make a nice engagement ring as well. So, which one do you druther? Is it going to be this gorgeous, gorgeous yellow? Yellow, that's the one I like the best. I think it shows off the design the best. I mean, since we're just talking here, here's the back side of the piece. I don't give my opinion all that much on the air, but I do it here. And if you ever want my opinion, you're welcome to reach out to me. I'll give you my personal email. Again, we're not compensated. I'm not trying to sell you anything. But if you need help, just reach out at hello@youaresolidgold.com. All right. I've been answering email all day long and I love it. It's the best part of my job is connecting with you. So I really appreciate your time today. We have got one more thing and then a bonus item that I want to tell you a little bit about. The one more thing is something I spotted actually on Sean Killinger. Sean did a segment from her dressing room and she had this necklace and I had never presented it before. And I thought, oh, I got to look that up. And I love it. It's a cross, a very petite cross, but then there's also chubby bezel set diamonds on the chain. It's very cute. Is it over the top? No. It's a very sweet, very small piece that would be appropriate for young ladies, maybe somebody going through a confirmation or a communion or going to a first dance, but it's something I would love to wear. And if you love to stack and layer, I think you're going to dig it too. It's really good. It's only $299.98. I'm not the only one that loves it. It's on the best sellers list, and I've never even presented it yet. It's about, oh, here's something I discovered that is odd. So I sent an email out to one of the buyers to get clarification, and she didn't have time to get back to me today. So I can tell by looking at it, there's 13 round diamonds. I counted them. And then you've got the diamonds also on the chain. It says in the top line description that there's 12 points. There's no physical way that that could just be 12 points. It says in the description at the bottom, and I think this is what people are missing. It says that it's point, what did it say? 0.195 or something like that. So let's just say it's about 20 points, right? Not 12, but 20. Sounds like I'm picking nits, but I'm not. 8 points in diamonds is a lot. It only needs 9 points in diamonds to qualify as an accent piece. So you've got quite a lot of diamond weight, and it's on 4 easy pay of $75. If you want it in the white version, I can get it for you on waitlist. Here's the white one. If you want it in white, it's waitlist available. The yellow is immediately available. So that's a good thing, right? Yellow gold over sterling silver. Again, in a necklace, necklaces don't take a lot of wear and tear. You don't have to worry about them the way you might with plating on a ring. You just put it on, leave it on, off you go. And it looks super, super cute. Sean's got great taste. It's an 18-inch length, which makes it a great layering piece. And it's the time of the year. Again, if you are going to be walking down the aisle or know somebody that's going to be, if you're looking for a personal gift for the bride, like a lot of my girlfriends, they've either been married before or they're older and pretty well established in their career. So if somebody throws them a shower, it's usually a personal shower, something just for them. And this to walk down the aisle and to wear always is just a really sweet idea. And when you give the gift of a diamond to somebody, it says a lot about you. It's like a reflection back in the mirror as to what's important to you, that you care enough about this person to give them something of real value. So give it a shot. I really think it's a spectacular opportunity. It is item number J458684. Again, keep those questions coming. I will answer you personally, or you can drop me a note at hello@youaresolidgold.com. So, like I was telling you, we love to get together and do some shopping with you. I'm going to sign off here for now, but I did want to give you a little bonus item. The necklace that I've been wearing all day long, a lot of you have been asking me about it. It's a paperclip chain where 5 of the links are completely encrusted in diamonds. It's an 18-inch length, but it could actually be made shorter because the chain at the back side, and I'll turn it around to show you, is a paperclip. So with a paperclip chain like this, you can actually attach the clasp anywhere in the chain. Amy Strand had it on last night at midnight. She's so awesome. I mean, could the girl be any more together and wonderful? She really is something incredible. But she had it on like a choker like this with a little black sheath dress, which I thought was just adorable. I like my necklaces a little bit longer, and I like the way it lays here on my neckline. So I put it all the way out to the 18 inches. You could also get an extender chain from my friend Patricia, who's got some for sale with her silver ultrafine collection, and they're really nice. So you can extend the length if you wanted to. But this is only $599.98, and the total carat weight in those 5 links, I hope you can see them, is a carat 33. So it's a really nice weight, and it sits well in a bed of gold over sterling silver. It's on 4 easy pay of $150. The white version, which is available, hadn't even been presented before midnight last night, and it went on wait list immediately. So the white, if you want it in white, get it on wait list. I really like the yellow because I think with the rhodium behind the diamonds, that gives you the white brightness that I love in diamonds. And so it becomes a two-toned look. So you can wear it with everything that you own. I've got a longer herringbone, which I think would be really cute. The scale of it is nice and thick. I think it would look really pretty with this. I also had some things today in diamonds and pearls that I think are awesome. We're going to be showcasing some of those pieces that I just fell head over heels for today. We're going to be showing them on Monday next week. And we'll be broadcasting from Florida on Monday. So I want to welcome you into my home down there, and we'll have some fun talking about all kinds of goodies. All right. I think it'll be great. I have so enjoyed spending this time with you. I've got to go get ready because I've got more with, I almost said Dick and Jane from the old, the old books when we were kids, right? Anybody remember that but me? Yeah. But it's actually Rick and Jane. And we're going to be seeing again the today's special value before midnight rolls around. If you have things in shopping carts, I heard some talk in the hallways of things where shopping carts were getting emptied, and because there's been wait list on a lot of items. So if you do have a cart going, my best recommendation to you would be to check out of your cart. All right. Until then, stay safe, everybody, and I'll see you really soon at QVC. Hopefully tonight you can tune in from 9 to midnight with fun with Jane and Rick, and I'll see you real soon. Okay. Thanks again. Talk to you later. Thanks, Mom. See ya. Bye.